25th of December, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Very good. Thank you, Lou. As Lou mentioned, this is Rabbi Shlomo Shivit Samanafshi. Shivit Samanafshi, Yerushalayim, care of Zoom. First year this morning, we're learning about the Medrash relevant to Hanukkah. Okay, fine. We're aware, if you see on the screen where it says there was the red bolded print text, V'kahal Kadoshim Amru. This is now the Gezeres. The Gezeres of the Greeks are being weighed heavily on the Jews. Yerushalayim is at siege. The Gezeres against Bris Milah, Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh specifically, and many other things as well, are now bearing heavily upon the Jews, and the Jews are resisting with Mesiras Nefesh. Even women with their 8-day-old children are throwing themselves off the walls of Yerushalayim to protest against the gezeres of the evil Greeks. And so now the Medrash continues about Kahal Kadoshim. Right. Would like to read? Any volunteers?
I'll do it.
Okay. Please go ahead.
All right. Ukahal Kidoshim Amru Ish Al Raihu Hine Davar Hamelech
El Rehu. The Kahal Kadoshim Amru Ish El Rehu.
El Rehu.
Each person
to his friend. Hine Davar Hamelech Bechama Shifocha Levatel Mimenu Es Ha Shabbos. The congregation, the holy congregation, they said, each person to his friend, behold, the thing of the king,
right, the matter of the king, right?
Yeah.
Bechema shvucha, that the matter, this issue of the king, that through furious wrath is poured out in order to have us renege on Shabbos.
Divrei Harav, the Divrei HaTalmud, Divrei Mi Shom'im. The words of the rabbi and the words of the student, words are words which must be listened to.
To whom do you listen to? When you have the Rav telling you one thing and the Talmud telling you, who do you listen to?
Oh, who do you listen to? The Kasuv b'Torasenu Sheshes Yamim Tavod Vasisa Tavod Uvayom Hashvi'i Tishbos. It's written in the Torah, in our Torah, 6 days you will work, and on day 7, Tishbos, you will rest.
That's right.
Hello, Tov Lechasos Bashem. uh, is it not good to Hashem, to give praise to Hashem?
Well, lachasos is to place our hope in Hashem.
Our hope in Hashem. Hope. V'nishbos es habiturasenu. What's nishbos?
V'nishbos et shabososenu, and to be at rest on our Sabbaths.
Im yachanu unechaya ve'im yamei sanu ume sanu. If we live,
I think is Yichienu, right? If we'll live, we will live. If we will die, we will die.
we will die. Vayoatsu the Shabbos, Hashabbos, b'ma'ara, achas, haim, neshehem, v'tafem. And
well, they took counsel amongst themselves to keep Shabbos in one cave, they and their wives and their children.
They, their wives, and their Vayogad Lamelech Laamar Hine Anashim Ba'o Hine B'ma'ara Achas Lishbos Es Shavosenu Shavos Shabaso Sam. What is Vayogad?
Right. It was told to the king.
It was told to the king, saying, the people came and what is B'mara?
Right. It was told to the king saying, Hine anashim bo hena b'mara achas. The people, meaning the Jews, they came into a cave, into Mara achas. The one came, lishbos esh shabasasam. The Jews have gathered in a cave in order to keep their Shabbos.
Vayishlach Hamelech es chayalosav chalotzim litzava vayishbo al pi ha'mara. And he sent, the king sent soldiers to make war, and they came to the entrance of the cave.
Right. The king sends soldiers armed for battle, and they positioned themselves at the mouth of the cave.
Vayikre'u osam aleihem b'midbar. I'm sorry. B'davar hamelech lemor madua marisam es das hamelech. And they called to them.
So the soldiers who were positioned at the mouth of the cave, they called out to those Jews on the inside of the cave, Madua Marisim Dasamelech, from where are you rebelling against the will of the king?
V'ata ba na v'soro na al mish mash ma'aso shalmelech v'hatil sam es nafsho sechem memos. And now come, please. And what is sorrow?
Meaning, like to reconsider.
Reconsider.
Not al mishmos so shamelech. You should reconsider your you should reconsider about what the king is telling you.
V'hatil sam es nafsho sechem memos, and save yourselves from dying. Vayanu kol ha'am vayachdav. I'm sorry, yachdav lemor asher davar Hashem naaseh v'nishma. Vayanu, I don't know.
They answered.
And they
answered in unison.
All
the people answered in unison.
In unison, saying that what Hashem says we will do and we will hear.
Right. Na'aseh v'nishma. They echoed what their forefathers said at Har Sinai, that they were fulfilling the commands of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even to the death.
Asher tziono al har Sinai sheshes yamim tavod uvayom hashvi'i tishbos. that which was commanded us on Mount Sinai, 6 days you will work, and on day 7 you will rest. Hello, Tov, Lanu, Mos, Biyad, Hashem, Peh, Velo, Nachalal, Es Yom HaShabbos, Chas v'sholom. And is it not good for us to die through the hand of Hashem's
Here in the cave.
here, here, and not to desecrate the Sabbath day, heaven forbid.
Right, this because this was Gezer Shmad. Right, a Jew is obligated to give his life up when the Goyim are forcing him to transgress his religion, even for the smallest thing. So they had the opportunity now to Mekad Hashem Shemayim, die al Kiddush Hashem, rather than to Mechal Shabbos.
Ukasher ra'o kol anshe hatzava ki lo avo haloch badati mulachehem. When they saw all the people, the army,
Yeah, all Anshe said when all the soldiers saw this.
When the soldiers saw the Jewish people, that they were not coming, but they were not coming to fight.
No, lo avu holek bidati malechem. When all the soldiers saw that they were not coming to go in the will of the king, the bidati, the will malchechem of the king. They saw the Jews were not willing to succumb to the will of the king.
V'yaveo etzem eitzim v'yisrafu al pi hama'ara v'yimoso lifnei Hashem ki elef ish ve'isha.
So they brought wood and they burned the wood by the mouth of the cave, and they died there before Hashem approximately 1,000 men and women.
Wow.
Big cave.
1,000 men and women. Wow. That's mind-boggling.
A very big cave.
I think they still know where these caves are. You know, these caves didn't disappear. You know what I mean?
Right. Vayihi Kishamua Yochanan ben Matisyahu Vadai Achiv
Vidalad Achiv, and his four brothers.
Dalid Achiv Eskol Zos Azarnu Azru Chayil Bigavu Rasam Uve Ozram Umaginam Shel Avihem. Let's see, what does this mean? And it was when they heard Yochanan, the son of Matisyahu, and his four brothers.
Right. So Yochanan ben Messiah and his four brothers, when they heard about this,
You need your papers,
Excuse me a second, I'm sorry.
You want me to go to the hospital for you? I need the two that's.
so after this massacre, so Yochanan and his four brothers heard about this, Kolzos, Azroi, Chayo, Igvurosam, Ubezarsam, but Meginanam al Avihem, Shebishamayim. So so now they, as a response, took up arms. They took up arms with the Be'azram Umaginam Shel Avim Shebimai, with the help and protection of Avim Shebishamayim. They now removed, because of this massacre, to now go into open battle against our enemies with the help of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'yachamo ba'amim, and they went to war against the foreigners. V'hargu harag rav ein cheker, the ein mispar, and they went out and they killed many without number and without estimation and without number. They killed so many they couldn't even estimate how many they killed. And no nishar mem ad echad, didn't, not even one was left.
Yeah.
Because Yahweh and his brother went out to battle with the help of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and they killed so many that couldn't be estimated and couldn't be counted, the dead. And it didn't even remain from the enemies, even one was left, not even one was left. Ephes Bigrippus, Asher Nos El Antinochia. Except the only one was left was Grippus. He was the general, and Asher Nos El Antinochia, and he fled. Nas, he fled to Antinochia. He went Elimelech, and he fled back to Antinochia. That might have been, I'm not sure if that's Athens. He went back to the king. Okay, you want to take over again, Lou?
Yeah, let me figure out, I don't see exactly where you are. The paragraph that begins with Atah HaMelech?
No, but the paragraph before that, second line, that
Second line.
they killed out everybody. Matisyahu killed out everybody with he and his four brothers. The only one who was left was Grippus, the Greek general, and he fled back to Tanikia to the king, and he fled back to the king.
Okay, El HaMelech is to the king. V'amo Anashim Peliti Cherev Mochim Ume Vonim. Okay, so let's see. He fled back to Antiochus, to the king. What is and his people? What is Peliti?
Right, and with him there were people, Pliti Cherev, and they were survivors of the literally there were survivors of the sword. There were a few survivors from the battle.
So these were Greeks, Greek survivors.
Yes. Some he fled back to the king. He and some survivors of the battle.
Mochim u'ma'anim u'ma'onim. I don't know ma'onim.
They were Muchim u'monim. They were tattered and humbled.
Tattered and humbled. Vaya'etz bigarim vayomar la'Antiochus hein ata shemat ta'am levatel es hashabes Rosh Chodesh Umila. Via eights. Eights is wood. Bigarim.
No. I ate Begrippus, and he took counsel from Eitzah. From Eitzah, he took counsel. Grippus took counsel. Omer Antinochus. And he said to the king Antinochus,
You heard the reason that they nullified the Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, and Milah. Nevol, Tavol.
So he said like this. I would say he said to Antiochus, Hein, true, ata shemas tam levato as a Shabbos Rosh Chodesh and Milah, that true that you intended to levato to do away with Shabbos and Rosh Chodesh and Milah. It's true that this is what you intended to do away with Shabbos and Rosh Chodesh and Milah. This is what you intended to do. However,
Nevol Tavol, Gam Ata V'chol Ha'am Hazeh Asher Biraglicha. Navol is to nullify.
well, Navol, Tavol, and I think this is a pasuk also. Let me check. Let me double check. Sounds like a pasuk. 1 second. One second. Navu. Uh, Navu. A bit too. I think okay. It's not. Apparently, it's not a. It's not a pasuk. Um. Yeah, but it means to retract. Means to retract, right? Novel tavo gamata. Retract. You should retract also yourself. You should retract your intention was to do away with Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, and Milah, but Grippus is telling the king Antiochus, Tavo gamata. You should retract. Retract your policy. Novel tavo gamata.
And all of the people of this people that
I guess it's a phrase. And all the you should retract from your decrees, your policies, and also all your people that are within your jurisdiction. Asher baraglecha, within your jurisdiction.
jurisdiction. So the people in whose jurisdiction, they should also retract?
Yeah, I mean, the king should not only retract from his policy of trying to destroy Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, and Milah, but also all the people, meaning all of his servants should also. It shouldn't be just the king changing his mind, but everyone should it's not paying to, this rebellion is, their rebellion is too strong.
Right. Ki im yalchu kol ha'am b'chol halishonos ha'ela lo yoch lo yochlon le'amod livnei chashemesh
Chameshis b'nei Matisyahu, Kohen Gadol.
Meshes bnei Matisyahu, the 5 sons of Matisyahu.
Right.
Let's see.
Ki im yochlu kol ha'am v'chol lashonas ha'ela lo yochlun la'amud lifnei chameshis b'nei Matisyahu Kohen Gadol. Meaning, ki im only, right? Only if it's going to be that all of your people, kol ha'am, all your people, v'chol lashonas, and all the nations, ha'ela, you will not be able to stand and oppose the 5 sons of Matisyahu the Kohen Gadol.
Asher Merios Gavru U Menashrim Kolo. What is Merios?
Asher Marios Gavru Uminisharim Kalu. That they are Arayos Gavru. They are like mighty lions. Arayos Gavru. They are like mighty lions. Uminisharim Kalu, and swift like eagles.
So in other words, the Jewish people are too powerful for the Greeks.
Right. Not. I mean, it was not just it was not the Jewish people. It was only Matisyahu and his 4 brothers. Only the 5. There were only the 5 of them. And then, okay, there was Hashmonoi also came involved, but there was literally Mamish. Actually, it was only a handful doing the war, fighting the battle. That was one of the prime miracles, that it was a situation where the only ones that were resisting were Matisyahu and his 4 brothers. Everyone else was in hiding. Anyone who was sympathizing with them, meaning they were willing to violate the decree of Shabbos and Rosh Chodesh and Milah. They were willing to, but to actually take up arms and fight, there were only like a handful of Jews that were doing the actual fighting. Okay. All right. Maybe let's. Okay, there's a new paragraph here.
Yeah.
Let's stop here, and we'll take a break for the next year.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay. Thank you, Lou, for the reading. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
Rabbi
Thank
Furst.
you, Roy.